Welcome. Welcome, everybody, to our Salesforce1 World Tour London. It's great to be here. I'm so excited, and I hope you are too. We've got a terrific show for you today. I want to thank you for coming and investing your time with us. We have over 10,000 people registered for this event today, our biggest event ever in the UK. And this is coming off of the heels of a tremendous Dreamforce last winter, where we had over 140,000 registered people. And we're seeing record crowds everywhere we go around the world because people are hungry to learn about the future of technology, of connecting with customers, and how it impacts our businesses. You know, just a year ago, I was right here on this stage, and in those 12 short months, the world has transformed. The world has changed. Technology has changed. This device that I'm wearing on my wrist here, the Samsung Gear Fit, didn't even exist a year ago. And now I can run my life, my business, right from this device. And Salesforce has changed as well. We've rebuilt our entire technology platform. We've launched new applications and products. And we've rebuilt our entire strategy to help customers go into the new world. Because you see, for 15 years, we've been prophets and evangelists for this idea of cloud computing, making accessing your business information lower cost and easier to use than ever. And I'm so thrilled to see that over these 15 years, we've gone from really having no software deployed in the cloud, today the cloud being the standard. Cloud first is the new mantra in today's world. And in fact, even in the CRM market, we've gone from no software, no CRM deployed in the cloud, to over 40% today of all CRMs deployed via the cloud. Tremendously exciting. But while cloud computing was exciting because it made our businesses more productive, easier to run, more efficient, what we're here to talk about today is the next revolution. To be prophets of a new decade of change and transformation that's being powered by these mega trends of mobility, social networks, connected devices. And at Salesforce, we think this is even more important because this is not just about making our businesses more productive. This is about fundamentally transforming our business models, the nature of our business. And we're going to talk to you today about that. We're going to talk to you today about technology. We're going to share some really inspirational customer stories that will help bring to life what's possible in this new world. And we have some very special announcements that we're going to be making right on this stage for the first time ever. Now, to start, the first thing I want to say to all of you is thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your investment of time. Thank you for your passion, your inspiration, your partnership in this journey to this new world with us. We couldn't do it without you. And I want to have a special shout out for a member of our really passionate, dedicated user community, our user groups, right here in the UK. We have 9 user groups right here in the UK. And before I came here, I got a tweet from one of our user group members, Phil Walton, who's right here in this audience, who said, could you please acknowledge and recognize these user groups? So I want to do that. And where's Phil? Right here. Fantastic. Phil, could you stand up and be recognized by this group for your passion and dedication to Salesforce? Thank you. And it's your passion and dedication and your partnership with us that's helped create such a tremendous company. You know, at Salesforce, we're so proud and humbled today be #1, not just in the cloud, but also in CRM worldwide. We're recognized as having #1 market share globally and right here in the UK. We're recognized as having tremendous leadership and innovation, being recognized as the world's most innovative company by Forbes 3 years in a row. We've created what we believe to be a very special company. A company that's created a tremendous culture, where we value our employees. We've created one of the best places to work in the industry, a company with deep values that's connected to its community. And also that extends to our ecosystem. One of the reasons that Salesforce.com is so successful is we've not only created a great company, a great technology, a great platform, but that platform has now influenced a worldwide ecosystem. And as you go out to this expo here, you'll see the power of that ecosystem right here, even in the UK, with the tremendous momentum we have here. But globally, we have over 1.5 million developers today on the Salesforce platform. That's tremendous. That is a movement. That is a revolution. 2,000 plus applications available today on the App Exchange. We are in the middle of a tremendous revolution. And you know, it's not just about what's happening commercially. It's also about what we're doing with our communities. One of my favorite parts of these shows is talking about the work that we do in our communities through our 1-1-1 model. You know, at Salesforce, We didn't wait till we got big and large to think about philanthropy. We built it right in from the beginning. And right from the beginning, we had this idea that we could donate 1% of our time, 1% of our equity into a 501c3 charity, and 1% of our product given to nonprofits to help make them more successful. And globally, you can see our numbers: 624,000 hours of community service, $65 million in grants, over 22,000 nonprofits today running on Salesforce. But you know something? It's not just about what we're doing or what these nonprofits are doing. We've also, through this model, shared it with other companies globally, like Google, Workday, VMware. Some of the largest, most influential companies in our industry have adopted this model, and they're influencing their constituencies, their customers. And to share with you one of these great stories, I want to start with a local UK charity, the Alzheimer Society, and welcome the CIO, Ray Cross, who's here to share his story. Let's welcome Ray. Hi, Ray.
Morning, George.
Welcome to the Salesforce1 World Tour. It's great to have you. Could you tell us a little bit about the work of the Alzheimer Society?
Absolutely. Can I start by just saying, in preparation for this meeting, my wife mentioned something to me this morning. She said the fear of public speaking is sometimes greater than the fear of death.
You're doing great. Let's encourage Ray. Isn't he doing great?
Alzheimer's Society is a UK leading charity. We work with dementia, and we're about dementia. Our vision is a world without dementia. Dementia is a very, very serious problem and a very serious condition. We work by providing lots of services, such as dementia cafes, such as Singing for the Brain. We also fund research. We are at the forefront of trying to find a cause and a cure for dementia, because we need to sort this out.
Well, it's a tremendously important cause, and I'm sure each person in this audience today either has a family member, a friend, or knows someone that's being impacted by this today. How are we helping you? How is Salesforce part of your work?
Salesforce is used as the platform for our case management system. So our dementia sufferers, dementia carers, our volunteers use Salesforce as a platform to provide information, and we provide information on our services, on our courses. It's used every day.
That's fantastic. That's great to hear. And I see on this image here that you're also using us as a community, as part of your community strategy. Could you talk a little bit about that? Because Communities is a product that we introduced right here on the stage actually a year ago. So it's great to see it being used so quickly in the market by great organizations like Alzheimer's Society. What do you do with communities?
Right. We've recently launched a huge campaign called Dementia Friends, along with Public Health England. This has been through an advertising campaign, which some of you may have seen, and also using communities as far as the platform, the software tool for people to actually sign up to become Dementia Friends. Dementia Friends was something that's been sponsored by the government and David Cameron himself. We intend to have over 1 million Dementia Friends by 2015, and I encourage all people in the audience and the 10,000 people or 30,000 people online to please sign up to Dementia Friends. We couldn't have done it without the Salesforce platform. And my thanks to Salesforce, my thanks to my partners as well.
Well, you can tell your wife you did a great job.
Hello, wife.
Point her to the video. Thank you. Great job, Ray. I love stories like that. And one of the really exciting things about Salesforce, and I've been with the company now for 12 years, is to see Salesforce grow so that we can now be a larger, more strategic company and able to influence more organizations around the world, like Alzheimer's Society. And it's amazing, when I joined Salesforce, I think we were about $20 million in revenue. And it's amazing to see that this year, we're going to do over $5 billion in revenue. That is tremendous. Thank you for your partnership with us on this journey. And at that revenue level, that puts Salesforce into basically the Fortune 500, which is a huge shift for all of us who've been with the company for a long time, and maybe for many of you who were customers of Salesforce when we were a startup a long time ago, and now we're the 7th largest software company in the world. We're one of the most strategic voices in the technology industry, and we're growing tremendously. It's really just the beginning for us. We just released our Q1 results, and we delivered 37% year-over-year growth in revenue in Q1. 42% right here in Europe. Amazing, tremendous, thank you. And it just keeps going. If you look out for the future, what people are projecting for the future, we are the fastest growing enterprise software company in the world by, as you can see, a large order of magnitude, a large discrepancy. And with that, we are able to make tremendous investments, especially right here in the UK. And one of the announcements that I want to talk about is our UK data center. And this isn't something that I know from talking to many of you out there, that's something you've asked for. And I'm so thrilled that we are going to deliver it very, very soon, this year. And we want to play for you a story that kind of walks you through the data center, lets you hear a little bit about the perspective from some of our customers about what we're doing. So it's very exciting. Let's see that.
Data is the lifeblood of our business. Having a data center in the UK is a statement of understanding the European business, the European mindset. I think Salesforce are making a very clear statement. We recognize the speed of growth, we recognize the depth of opportunity, and we're committed to it. And that's a great thing.
It's really exciting to see the journey from commitment to the initial shell that I saw to a fully populated data center. I can't wait to see the first customer come on stream out of the UK. It'll be a really landmark moment.
This will catalyse the feeling, they're one of us now. They're part of the community, they're investing in the community, they're showing their trust in us, and we will show our trust in them.
Trust is at the foundation of everything we do. Even trying to get into this building today was exceptionally difficult. Respect for our customers and respect for their information is just paramount.
So security is vitally important. What I need to find is I need to find people who are expert in my business and partner with people who are expert in theirs. And that's the beauty of working with Salesforce.
And having worked around Salesforce for a long time, you know that you build that trust and security because there's a number of years of safety, security, and in problem resolution.
We've been very excited to partner with NTT on the state-of-the-art facilities. It's powered by 100% renewable energies. This will help our customers deliver a much better service to their customers.
Putting a data center in the heart of Europe will mean more business coming to Salesforce.
But it will certainly enhance Salesforce's reputation. And that's really important because as a global organization, some of your competitors still think that global means we have a presence on the East Coast and the West Coast. The world is different.
FY15 has been badged internally as the year of investment. We have Germany coming on board, we have France coming on board, and it truly is really exciting times at Salesforce.
Salesforce has been a great partner for us. There's an obligation there. The obligation is to maintain that trust, to build on that trust, and to exceed the expectations that we have. So congratulations to Salesforce on opening your first UK data center. It demonstrates great commitment to UK PLC, great commitment to Europe, and we're just thrilled to be part of the journey.
Wish you all the success for the opening and creation of the fantastic new data center that will bring jobs, security, community to this part of the world. Thank you so much.
Isn't that exciting? Really great. We're so thrilled to be able to deliver that. And what we heard in that video was the word trust. Trust is really at the heart of Salesforce. It's our #1 value. It's our #1 priority. And when I was thinking about a customer to come speak to us about trust, I thought of a customer that I've worked with now for a number of years, and we're really fortunate to have them with us here today, the Financial Conduct Authority, an organization that knows a lot about trust. And we have their CIO here, Gareth Lewis. Let's welcome Gareth.
Thank you, George.
For those in the audience who aren't familiar with the FCA, could you talk a little bit about your mission and what trust means to the FCA?
Yeah, sure. So the FCA was formed about a year ago, just over a year ago, in fact, from we demerged part of the old Financial Services Authority off to the Bank of England, and we backed 3/4 of the organisation into the FCA. Yeah. So that was the beginning of a new journey for us. My role there is to enable all the change in the organisation. I run, obviously, all the technology as well. And I think, if I look at what we actually do, the primary role, there's 3 objectives. The first one is to make sure we never have another financial crisis like the one we had in 2008. Financial stability is really important. The second one is really all about having competitive markets. Competitive markets so consumers can get a great deal in financial services. And the third one is about consumer protection. So consumers themselves, need a degree of protection from some of the things, some of the products and services out there. Now, how we do that? There's 3 things we really do to do that. First thing is, if you want to work in financial services today, you have to be authorized by the Financial Services Financial Conduct Authority. So as an individual at a senior level, you come through us for approval. And if you want to set up as a firm, you have to come through us for approval as well. That's, it's a big gate that we have. Second thing is we have a rule book, and we supervise against that rule book. And, if you break the rules, then we can't take action. And if you really break the rules, we take all sorts of action, actually. Financial services firms sometimes get a bit worried about the Conduct Authority. So last year, we collected over £400 million in fines. We've banned various products. We've stopped various firms from trading. And at the extreme end, we send people to jail, but that tends to be relatively rare.
No one in this room.
No one in this room, hopefully not.
Okay.
But, underpinning all of that, why are we doing that? It's really to make sure that we engender trust in the financial services industry in the UK. It's an enormous industry for us. And, without that trust that everybody needs in that industry, not just in the UK, but on a worldwide basis, then, the industry is doomed. So it's really making sure that it is really sustainable in the long term.
So could you talk, when we first started chatting, we talked about, in our very first conversation, we talked about the data center. Could you talk a little bit about what that means to you and also kind of your journey with Salesforce, where you see it going?
Yeah, sure. So around about 15 months ago, we were thrown a big challenge by the government. The government said, we're going to shut the Office of Fair Trading, and they license consumer credit, and we're really worried about payday lenders. So can you guys in the Conduct Authority take on consumer credit regulation? And we want you to regulate it, not license it. Big difference, by the way. So we had 6 months to set up a platform that gave people interim permissions. So from January 2013, we set the platform up, got it live, and it went live in September. Right the way through to April, we built essentially, it's a new company. We've taken on 50,000 consumer credit firms, and they range from payday lenders, like everyone in the UK would know about Wonga, right the way through to credit card companies, right the way down to independent financial advisors, advising on credit, or debt management companies. We went live on the 1st of April, so 7 weeks ago. On the 1st of April, as part of the journey to build this new company, we did an acquisition of the part of the Office of Fair Trading as well. So it's a big, complicated acquisition, as well as building a new company. So these are non-trivial steps, and we certainly couldn't have done it with the platforms we had in-house. There was really only one way to do this, and we sort of bet the farm on Salesforce, actually. And luckily, it's gone fantastically well so far. So, thanks to everybody who's been involved in that program. You guys have been great.
Fantastic. Thanks, Gareth. Thanks for your partnership. And, this UK data center is really just the beginning of our investment in Europe and in the UK. We're bringing online two more data centers next year in France and Germany. And I'm really excited to talk about another investment we're making right here in the UK, which is something we've never talked about anywhere in the world before. So we're going to announce it for the first time right here today. And it's really about creating a permanent home for Salesforce right here in the UK. And when we looked at our market share, our growth, our customer enthusiasm, momentum, we said, not only are we in the UK for the long term, but we really want to put down roots. We want to create a world-class briefing center to welcome you, to greet you, to educate you. And we have found a tremendous opportunity to do that. I'm sure that most of you here today in the audience are very familiar with Heron Tower, which is where our customer offices are today. Well, we're dramatically expanding that, and we're really thrilled to announce that Heron Tower is now becoming Salesforce Tower. And that's really exciting for us. So when you walk into that building, the sign will say Salesforce Tower, and we think this is huge. We think this is tremendous. We think that this sends a signal to the market about who we are as a company. It sends a signal to the market about the seriousness and the strategic nature of this market to us. And it also, in a small way, speaks to the fact that we are constantly, something that we call beginner's mind, that we're constantly thinking of new ways to communicate our message out into the world. And our understanding is that this is really the first time it's ever been done that in London, that a large skyscraper is actually taking on a corporate name. So we're very excited about it, and congratulations to all of our employees also who will be really in this fantastic new building. We welcome you to come visit us right here.